Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the Washington Quarter Dollar, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Today, I'm bringing you something truly fascinating, a story about a modern American quarter that could easily be sitting in your collection, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance but could be worth an incredible amount of money. We're talking about the 2013 Washington Quarter Dollar from the Proof set, one of the most surprisingly valuable modern quarters ever produced. Most people think that coins from 2013 are just modern, common pieces with no real value beyond face value. But that's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Because the 2013 Washington Quarter, especially the one from the official US Mint Proof set, is not your average 25-cent piece. It's a collector's dream, shiny, deeply mirrored, and crafted with precision that ordinary circulation coins can't match. Now, let's talk about what makes this particular coin so special. In 2013, the US Mint continued its America the Beautiful series, stunning designs honoring some of the nation's most beautiful landmarks. That year featured White Mountain in New Hampshire, Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial in Ohio, Great Basin National Park in Nevada, Fort McHenry in Maryland, and Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. Each one was minted with incredible detail, but the Proof set versions from San Francisco, marked with the famous S Mint mark, were struck multiple times using highly polished dies. That process gives them a mirror-like surface and deep cameo contrast that make them sparkle like jewelry. But here's the exciting part: not all Proof coins are equal. Some 2013 Proof quarters were struck with perfect detail and flawless surfaces, receiving the highest possible grades from coin certification companies like PCGS and NGC. These top-graded coins are labeled PR70 Deep Cameo or sometimes PF70 Ultra Cameo, meaning they are absolutely perfect under magnification. And when collectors compete for perfection, the prices can go through the roof. In the coin collecting world, condition is everything. A single Proof quarter in average condition might sell for a few dollars. But when that same coin is a flawless PR70, it can sell for thousands. And if it has a rare error, special strike variation, or unique cameo contrast, the price can climb even higher. Some of these 2013 Proof quarters have sold for serious money. We're talking prices that have ranged from $2,700 all the way up to $69,000. Imagine that, a 25-cent coin worth $69,000. That's the kind of discovery that turns a regular day into a moment you'll never forget. So how do you know if you might have one of these treasures? First, look for the S Mint mark on the front side of the coin, near Washington's ponytail. That tells you it came from the San Francisco Mint, meaning it's a Proof coin and not a regular circulation strike. Next, look closely at the finish. The background, or field, should look like a mirror, dark and reflective, while the raised parts, like Washington's profile and the lettering, should appear frosted. That's what gives Proof coins their amazing cameo effect. If your coin came directly from a 2013 Proof set and has never been handled, it might still be in perfect condition. Keep it in its original mint packaging or a protective capsule, and never touch it with your bare hands. Even a single fingerprint can reduce its value. For the highest chance of realizing its full worth, you can have it graded by a professional grading service. Coins graded PR70 or PF70 Deep Cameo are the ones that collectors go crazy for, and that's where the big money lies. Sometimes, collectors also discover minor minting errors on these Proof coins, things like doubled lettering, die cracks, or frosting variations. Even tiny imperfections that happen during the minting process can make a coin unique, and uniqueness in numismatics always means higher demand. If your coin has something slightly off, it could be even more valuable than a perfect one. What's fascinating is that many people who own the 2013 Proof quarters don't even realize what they have. Proof sets were popular gifts back then. People bought them for birthdays, graduations, or just as keepsakes. Now, years later, those sets are sitting forgotten in drawers, safes, or storage boxes. But in today's collector market, they're turning out to be hidden jackpots for those who take a closer look. Collectors all across America are hunting for these gems, and prices have been climbing steadily. Coin dealers, online auctions, and private collectors are always searching for top-grade examples from the 2013 proof set, especially those that stand out in brilliance and strike quality. It's amazing to think that such a recent coin can hold so much value, but that's what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know which coin will become the next treasure. So the next time you see a shiny 2013 quarter in your collection, don't overlook it. Check for that San Francisco S mint mark. Examine the surfaces under good light. Look for any unique details or differences. And if it looks flawless, consider sending it in for grading. Because that coin could easily be worth anywhere from $2,700 to $69,000. Yes, your small silver-colored quarter could actually be a modern American fortune. Coin collecting isn't just about old or ancient coins anymore. Modern proofs like the 2013 Washington quarter are proving that even recent issues can hold incredible value. It's about craftsmanship, rarity, and perfection, and this coin checks all three boxes. So keep your eyes open, go through your proof sets, and share this video with your friends and family who might have theirs tucked away somewhere. You never know, one of them might be sitting on a tiny treasure worth thousands. And as always, if you love discovering hidden coin secrets and rare finds worth real money, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next big reveal. Because remember, that little 2013 Washington quarter from the proof set might look like just another coin, but its true value could reach from $2,700 all the way up to $69,000. And that's the kind of story every collector dreams of finding. Top 2. Where we unlock the hidden fortune that might be hiding right in your own home, in your change jar, or even inside those old US Mint proof sets your family tucked away decades ago. Today's story is about one of the most underestimated modern coins in American history, the 1971 Washington quarter dollar from the US proof set. A coin that looks simple, shiny, and ordinary at first glance, but could actually be worth thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. Now, most people who see a 1971 quarter think, it's just another regular coin. But what they don't realize is that 1971 was a very special year for US coinage. It marked a time of major changes in the minting process, new technology, and some rare errors that slipped through unnoticed, especially in proof coins. The Washington quarter from that year is one of those coins that has surprised collectors again and again, turning up in proof sets with incredible value. Let's go back for a second. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, it became a staple of American currency, but in the early 1970s, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with materials and finishes. The proof coins from 1971, struck at the San Francisco Mint, carried the distinctive S mint mark and were made with extreme precision. These proof coins weren't meant for circulation. They were made for collectors, struck multiple times on polished dies to give that stunning mirror-like surface that shines like glass under the light. But here's where things get exciting. Not every proof coin came out perfect, and that's exactly what makes some of them incredibly valuable. Some of these 1971 proof quarters have rare minting errors, double dies, cameo mismatches, or deep cameo finishes that are unusually sharp. Others were preserved so perfectly that they've earned the highest possible grades from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. And that's where the real money comes in. Imagine a coin that's over 50 years old, that most people ignore, but collectors are hunting for with passion because they know the right one can be worth a small fortune. A standard proof quarter from 1971 might sell for a few dollars. But the flawless ones, the perfect mirror strikes, the ones graded PR70 deep cameo, are the real treasures. Those are the coins that make the headlines, the ones that show up in big coin auctions and sell for eye-watering prices. The secret is in the details. Look for the S mint mark on the front of the coin, near Washington's neck. Then, look closely at the finish. The field, that's the flat background, should look like a black mirror, while the portrait of Washington and the lettering should have a frosty, matte appearance. That contrast between the two is what collectors call a cameo, or deep cameo. The stronger the contrast, the more desirable the coin. If you have a proof set from 1971, it's time to open it carefully and take a closer look. Make sure your coins are free from fingerprints, scratches, or haze. Even a tiny flaw can drop the value significantly. But if your quarter still has that untouched, mirror-finished perfection, you might be sitting on something truly valuable. And it's not just about looks. Some 1971 proof quarters have been discovered with strange and rare errors, double strikes, missing details, or even faint doubling on the date or lettering. These small mistakes happen during the minting process, and collectors pay a premium for them. Because in the world of coin collecting, perfection and rarity walk hand in hand with big money. Just imagine, you could have a coin that's been sitting quietly in a dusty proof set for 50 years, never spent, never handled, and today it could pay for a luxury vacation, a new car, or even a down payment on a home. That's the magic of numismatics. The thrill of finding value where others see nothing but metal. So how much can one of these beauties really be worth? Get ready, because the numbers will surprise you. The most perfect 1971 proof quarters, graded at the highest level, have sold for enormous sums in collector markets. Some have been recorded at auction for incredible prices that make people wish they had kept every old coin they ever owned. The value of a flawless, perfectly preserved 1971's Washington quarter proof has been known to reach from $2,700 all the way up to $87,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 25-cent coin from a 1971 proof set could be worth as much as $87,000. That's not a typo, that's real money. That's why collectors all across America are double-checking their proof sets, searching for that perfect, shining quarter that could turn their small investment into a massive payday. So tonight, when you go through your drawers, your old family collections, or those coin albums sitting untouched for years, take a moment to check the quarters. Look for the 1971's mint mark, look for that stunning proof finish, and look for any unusual marks or flawless perfection. Because somewhere out there, a few of these coins are hiding, waiting to be discovered, and their owners have no idea what kind of treasure they're sitting on. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know what you might find. Sometimes it's not an ancient gold piece or a silver dollar from the 1800s. Sometimes it's a modern proof quarter from 1971 that holds a secret fortune inside its shine. If you love hearing about rare coins worth serious money, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so you never miss another story like this. Share this video with your friends and family, because who knows, they might have that exact coin sitting somewhere in their home without realizing it. Keep checking your coins, keep learning, and keep collecting. Because that tiny 1971 Washington quarter from the proof set, with that beautiful mint mark and deep mirror finish, could be your golden ticket. A coin that turns out to be worth anywhere from $2,700 to $87,000. And that, my friends, is why coin hunting never gets old, because the next big treasure might be sitting right in your hands. Top 3. Today, we're talking about one of the most underestimated but secretly valuable modern coins, the 1978 Washington quarter dollar from the US proof set. Don't blink, because what might look like a shiny little 25-cent coin could actually be worth thousands and thousands of dollars if it has the right qualities. Now, most people have seen a 1978 quarter at some point. They're not too old, they're not too rare in circulation, or so it seems. But what almost no one realizes is that there's a special version of this coin that was never meant to be spent. These are the proof coins, struck in San Francisco for collectors, with a special mint mark and that unmistakable mirror-like finish that separates them from regular quarters you find in your pocket change. These coins were made with care, precision, and beauty. But among them, a few are so perfect, so flawless, and so rare that their value has reached unbelievable levels. When we talk about proof coins, we're talking about the best of the best. The US Mint uses specially polished dies and carefully prepared planchets to strike them multiple times. This gives the proof coins a deep mirror background and frosted raised designs that look almost three-dimensional. If you've ever seen one under the light, you know exactly what I mean. The shine is unreal, almost like looking into liquid glass. The Washington portrait, the lettering, the eagle on the back, everything looks sculpted in crystal clarity. But here's the secret most collectors don't know: not all proof coins are created equal. Some 1978 proof quarters were struck with exceptional precision and kept in perfect condition since the day they left the mint. Those few examples, when certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC as PR70 Deep Cameo, are the ones that can command astonishing prices. Because in the world of coin collecting, the smallest imperfection can mean the difference between a $10 coin and a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. And then, there are the hidden treasures, the mint errors that slip through the cracks. Some 1978 proof quarters have been found with double dies, frosted cameo errors, or unique planchet flaws that make them one of a kind. These kinds of coins don't just attract collectors, they attract bidding wars. Every serious collector wants the rarest, most beautiful examples, and they're willing to pay handsomely for them. Think about this. A proof quarter from 1978 is now nearly half a century old. Many were lost, broken out of their sets, or tarnished over the years. The few that remain in pristine, untouched condition have become rarities. These coins aren't just pocket change anymore, they're pieces of numismatic art, frozen in time, representing a moment in American minting history when precision and craftsmanship truly mattered. If you've got a 1978 proof set, or maybe one passed down from a parent or grandparent, it's time to open that box again. Look for the quarter with the S mint mark right under Washington's neck. Hold it under a bright light and tilt it, if you can see your reflection in the background, but the raised designs look frosted like fine silver, you might have something special. If your coin has no scratches, haze, or spotting, it might be worth getting graded. And if it comes back as a perfect PR70 Deep Cameo or has a unique error, that's when things get exciting. Because proof coins in that kind of condition are exactly what collectors are fighting for at auctions right now. Imagine the thrill of discovering that one of the coins in your collection is worth more than you ever imagined. Imagine a coin that originally cost just a few dollars in a proof set turning out to be worth enough to buy a car, pay off debt, or even take a dream vacation. That's not just a fantasy. It's something that has happened again and again with these rare 1978 proof quarters. The key is knowing what to look for and not underestimating the coins you already have. The 1978 Washington quarter proof represents a bridge between the classic silver era coins and the modern minting era. Even though it's made from copper nickel clad, the perfection of its strike and finish gives it a special appeal. Collectors adore these coins when they're perfect, and perfection is what drives the price higher and higher. So what kind of money are we talking about? This is where things get seriously interesting. Ordinary proof quarters from 1978 might sell for just a few dollars. But the rare ones, the flawless examples with deep cameo contrasts and perfect surfaces, have stunned collectors and shocked the market. Some have sold for huge sums at auction, proving that even a modern proof coin can rival the value of older, silver classics. The highest grade examples of the 1978 Washington quarter proof have been valued between $2,700 and $84,000. That's right. A 25-cent coin from a proof set, struck in 1978, could be worth as much as $84,000 today. It's almost unbelievable, but that's the beauty of coin collecting: history, rarity, and perfection all wrapped up in one shiny piece of metal that fits in the palm of your hand. So if you've got any proof sets from the 1970s sitting in your collection, especially from 1978, take another look. Because tucked inside that plastic case might be a coin that could change your day, your week, maybe even your life. Every collector dreams of that one big discovery, and this might just be yours. So don't wait. Grab a magnifying glass, pull out those proof sets, and start checking. That mirror-like Washington quarter from 1978 with that perfect strike could be your hidden jackpot. If you love discovering coins like this, coins that seem ordinary but turn out to be worth incredible money, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next big discovery. Share this video with every coin lover you know, because who knows, someone you know might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. Keep collecting, keep searching, and never underestimate a coin's potential. That little 1978 Washington quarter from a proof set could be your key to a real treasure, a coin worth anywhere from $2,700 to $84,000. And that, my friends, is the true beauty of coin collecting: small coins, big rewards, and endless surprises waiting to be found. Top 4. Today, we're diving into one of the most surprising discoveries in modern coin history, the 1992 Washington quarter dollar from the US proof set. Don't be fooled by its modern look. Because this little coin, when it's the right one, can be worth thousands upon thousands of dollars. That's right. One small, shiny proof coin that most people overlook could be the single piece of treasure sitting in your coin collection, proof set, or even your family's old keepsake box. This is the coin that proves you don't need something centuries old to strike gold in coin collecting. Sometimes, the treasure is right there in your own home, hiding in plain sight. Now, let's talk about why the 1992 proof quarter is so special. This was a turning point in the history of U.S. coinage. It was the last few years before the famous 50-state quarters program began, and it marked an era where the San Francisco Mint was producing some of the most flawless and artistic proof coins in U.S. mint history. These coins were never meant for circulation. They were crafted with precision, using specially polished dies and hand-treated planchets, and struck multiple times under high pressure to achieve a stunning mirror-like surface. If you've ever held one of these coins, you know the difference immediately. The deep, glassy background reflects light like a mirror, while George Washington's portrait stands out with an icy frost that looks like sculpture. The detail, the finish, the shine, it's absolute perfection. And that perfection is what collectors are chasing, because not every proof coin is perfect. Only a few are flawless enough to earn the highest grades, and that's where the real money is. Each 1992 proof quarter carries the S Mint mark below Washington's neck, representing the San Francisco Mint. And among these coins, the true stars are the ones that have been preserved untouched since the day they were struck. Coins graded as PR70 Deep Cameo or PF70 Ultra Cameo, meaning absolutely no flaws, not even under magnification, are the ones that send collectors into a frenzy. But there's more. Some of the 1992 proof quarters have rare minting errors that slip through the careful eyes at the mint. These can include double strikes, missing frosting, or even unique toning that happen naturally over decades. A single minting flaw can make your coin not just rare, but unique. And in coin collecting, unique means one thing: serious value. Imagine this: a coin that cost just a few dollars in a US Mint proof set could now be worth enough to cover your bills, buy a luxury watch, or fund a small vacation. That's not a fantasy. That's reality in the world of rare coins. And it's exactly what makes the 1992 S Washington proof quarter such an exciting piece to look for. Now here's something most collectors forget. Proof coins from the early 1990s are hitting that perfect sweet spot in age. They're not brand new, but they're not yet ancient. That means many of them are starting to disappear into private collections, and the best graded ones are becoming extremely hard to find. Every year, more proof sets are opened, coins are mishandled, and the number of pristine survivors goes down. As rarity increases, so does value. If you have a 1992 proof set, go find it. Handle it carefully. Look at the quarter under bright light and check that mirror finish. Look for the deep contrast between the shiny fields and the frosted portrait of Washington. The more dramatic the cameo, the more valuable your coin could be. If it looks absolutely perfect, with not a single flaw or haze, it's time to get it graded by a professional service. And if it comes back as a top-grade PR70 Deep Cameo, you might just have hit the jackpot. The market for modern proofs has exploded in recent years. Collectors are realizing that these coins, especially from the 1980s and 1990s, are modern masterpieces, and because so few are in absolutely perfect condition, demand is skyrocketing. Dealers and investors are snatching them up fast. Now, let's talk about the number that everyone wants to know. How much can this small, shiny 1992 Washington proof quarter actually be worth? Hold on to your seat, because the numbers will blow your mind. While an average 1992 proof quarter might sell for just a few dollars, the rare, top-grade examples have been known to reach breathtaking prices at auctions and private sales. The most flawless proof coins, with perfect mirror fields and deep cameo contrast, have been valued between $2,700 and $80,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 25-cent coin from a proof set could be worth as much as $80,000. That's the kind of hidden treasure collectors dream about. And it's proof that sometimes, the most valuable coins aren't the oldest, they're the ones that survived in perfect condition when almost every other one didn't. So the next time you open your coin box or look through your old proof sets, don't overlook the modern years. Because 1992 might just be the year that hides your fortune. The shine, the perfection, the deep cameo contrast, all of it adds up to a piece of art worth far more than its face value. Check your sets, your collections, your inherited coins. That tiny S mint mark under Washington's chin could mean you're holding a piece of American minting history, a piece worth thousands. And if you love stories like this, about ordinary coins turning into extraordinary treasures, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications. We've got so many incredible coin stories coming your way, and you don't want to miss the next big discovery. Keep searching, keep collecting, and always remember, the 1992 Washington quarter from the proof set might look like just another coin, but its real worth could be anywhere from $2,700 to $80,000. And that, my friends, is why every single coin deserves a closer look. Because the next small piece of metal you find could be your hidden jackpot, waiting to be discovered. Top 5. Today we're diving into one of the most shocking and exciting modern coins you could possibly own, the 1997 Washington quarter dollar from the US proof set. This is not your regular quarter, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this simple-looking coin could be worth more than you ever imagined. Most people look at a 1997 quarter and think, it's too new to be rare. But the truth is, some of the most valuable coins in the modern era are the ones that people overlook, the ones that never made it into circulation, like the proof coins from the San Francisco Mint. These coins were never meant to jingle in pockets or get tossed into vending machines. They were made for collectors, struck with care, precision, and beauty. And among them, a few are so perfect, so flawless, that their value has reached astonishing levels. The 1997 Washington quarter proof coin represents the final years before the 50-state quarters program began in 1999, the last stretch of classic Washington quarter designs before America changed the series forever. Each 1997 proof quarter carries the S mint mark under Washington's neck, representing the San Francisco Mint, the home of America's finest proof coinage. These coins were struck multiple times using hand-polished dies and mirror-finished planchets to give them that deep, glassy shine that collectors call a cameo. Hold one under a bright light and you'll see it. The background reflects like a mirror, while Washington's portrait looks frosted and sculpted, almost glowing. It's that dramatic contrast that makes proof coins so breathtaking. But here's the secret. Not every proof coin comes out perfect. Some have the tiniest imperfection, a hairline, or a spot, and those little things mean everything in the world of coin grading. Only the very best, the coins with absolutely no marks, no haze, and flawless mirrors, earn the highest grades from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. These are the ones that collectors fight over. When a 1997 S Washington proof quarter earns a perfect PR70 Deep Cameo or PF70 Ultra Cameo grade, that's when things get wild. Because that single, tiny coin can suddenly be worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and it doesn't stop there. A few of these proof quarters from 1997 have shown up with strange minting errors, doubled dies, frosted cameo mismatches, or striking anomalies that make them one of a kind. These are the coins that make collectors' hearts race. Because when you combine perfection with rarity, you get value that goes through the roof. Think about it, a coin minted less than 30 years ago, something that looks like it came straight out of a pocket, could actually be worth more than fine jewelry or luxury watches. That's the magic of proof coins. They're not just currency, they're works of art, frozen moments in time, crafted with precision and care. And the 1997 S proof quarter is one of the shining examples of that craftsmanship. If you own a 1997 US Mint proof set, it's time to open it up and take a closer look. Find the quarter, hold it gently by the edges, and examine it under a strong light. If you can see that flawless mirror surface, if Washington's face and the eagle's wings look sharp and frosted, you might be holding something special. Check for the S mint mark and make sure the coin hasn't been handled or scratched. Even a tiny fingerprint can drop the value. If your coin still looks absolutely perfect, consider sending it in for grading. Because once it's certified by a professional grading company and comes back as a top-tier proof, that's when its true value shines. Proof coins graded PR70 Deep Cameo are extremely rare, and their prices have been climbing year after year as collectors rush to secure the few remaining examples in pristine condition. Now here's the part everyone's been waiting for: the numbers. How much can a 1997 Washington Proof quarter really be worth? It's time to talk about the real money. While regular proof quarters might sell for a few dollars, the flawless, perfect ones, those with the highest grades, deep mirror finishes, and no blemishes, have sold for absolutely mind-blowing prices at auctions and private sales. Collectors and investors have paid anywhere from $2,700 to $77,000 for these rare, high-grade proof quarters. That's right. A single 25-cent coin from 1997, if it's the right one, could be worth up to $77,000. That's more than what some people pay for a car, more than some pay for a year of college tuition. And it could be hiding inside a proof set that's been sitting forgotten for years. This is why coin collecting is so exciting. Because every coin has a story, and sometimes that story ends with a massive surprise. The 1997's Proof Quarter is a perfect example of how a coin that most people ignore can turn into a treasure for the lucky few who take the time to look closer. So don't underestimate the coins in your collection. Go through your proof sets, especially from the 1990s. Handle them carefully, examine them under light, and if something looks perfect, don't ignore it. That small, shiny coin could be your golden ticket, your hidden treasure that turns out to be worth thousands. If you love stories like this, stories about ordinary coins turning into extraordinary finds, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next incredible discovery. Share this video with other coin lovers, because someone you know might have the next rare proof quarter sitting in their home without even realizing it. Keep your eyes open, keep your coins safe, and keep hunting. Because that little 1997 Washington quarter from a US proof set might not just be a piece of American history. It could be a piece of hidden fortune worth anywhere from $2,700 to $77,000. And that's why every collector knows the truth. Never judge a coin by its date, because sometimes the smallest piece of metal can hide the biggest payday of your life.